Hello there, everyone. TheAndrata here, and welcome back to episode 25 of our FTB OceanBlock Let's Play series, where today we are finally getting the enchanting setup from Industrial Foregoing setup. Yeah, so let's get started. And we are back here on Oil Rig TheAndrata. I finally got that right, first thing off the bat, where we are working on Enchanting. We want to get Enchanting set up with Industrial Foregoing. And this is all experimental to find out, can I even enchant this armor using Industrial Foregoing? And if not, I can always make other armor. I can make a set of gold armor to get the enchants, and then we can put these on with the anvil and everything. But still, I wanted to know, is this possible? Real quick, apparently we have a quest that we need to turn in, and I keep missing the quests, so I want to get to them as I get to them. Let's see, what did I do? I had iron seeds. I made the dye seeds, so we finally have dye seeds made, and I got iron seeds from a quest reward. And then Industrial Foregoing, it was the mob slaughter factory that we made, so let's collect those. 8x compressed experience pearl, a pink laser lens. You know how much we love laser lenses as rewards. And yeah, there we go. So we got that. So what do we need to do? And I was looking at Cactus to see how many we have, because we need some green dye for our experience. So couple things. First thing first that I need to set up is a sewer. And the reason that I need to set up this sewer is so that I can make, convert our experience that we have over here. Where's it at? Wherever it's at, below us, right below us. The one that we had when we had the blessed earth down here, this experience, we need to convert this experience over to the other type. And this only has 32 buckets, which is slightly unfortunate. I thought this was a 1,000 bucket buckaroo, but it's not. So I don't know how much experience we're going to get from this. Probably not a whole lot, but we can set it back up, and I can do a little bit of a, AFKing in between episodes. We can get to the actual enchanting very soon. But anyway, so what the sewer does, let's go ahead and get this started. So we need some clay. You know what? I always forget to do this when I load into the world. For some reason, my little automation with this button is not working as it should. So I'm having to come in here and trigger this. Not sure what's up with that, but there's our clay. So now we have some clay. And let's just we'll do 32 of those. Oh, I was pointing out that if I updated the pack to 1.9, refined storage now has facades. Covers is what they call it. I wanted to check that out real quick. I still don't see any covers though. I'm pretty sure I'm on 1.9. Facade, that's XNet's facade though. I'll have to double check what version of refined storage this is to see if we do have facades available or if I need to update refined storage on its own. But apparently refined storage has covers or facades available now in its latest update. So that's cool. By the way, we have 551 buckets of pink slime. This thing is insanely fast. It operates super quick. They spawn, they die. Bam. Anyway, so we needed to make some bricks. Let's get back to what we were doing. So we're just going to pop over here, pop all this clay into here, and we'll get bricks going. And I think that's all we needed, but we'll have extra for future purposes. So there's the sewer. Let's control click for the pity machine frame, and bam, we have a sewer. Now, refresh my memory. Sewer does require power, so we're going to need to get another flux point. And what I need to do is teach the system how to make flux cores. Let's do that really quick. Flux point, flux cores is this. It won't know how to make flux dust because that's a tempered glass jar recipe, which I need to figure out. One of these episodes, I need to sit and figure out how do we automate this, because I don't 100% know what the best way of automating the that's going to be. Like, I don't. But we can make it as needed manually. It just takes a bucket of lava, and we have lava available to us, so we can make that happen. So there's a flux point for this, and then we're going to need, I think I made this before, XP tap. I have not made it yet, but I can make it now. There's an XP tap. So what we're going to do is come over here to that area, and we are going to set up our sewer to be right here. We're going to put the XP tap on this. And then we're going to give it power, which we can just do here. So you're going to collect the fluid. We're going to want this essence to come out of here. So maybe actually, let's do it over here. Let's set power here. You are going to be on the output network. You are going to be our sewer and our XP sewer specifically. I don't know if we're going to set up any other sewers, but we'll set it to XP. And everything's going into our absorption hopper. Bam. Gonna get picked up there. Bam. So now that has power, and what we have to do is just drop it in there, turn it on, and it's gonna automatically go into the sewer. And if we come over here and turn it off, you're gonna see we're getting essence built up. So we just need to let this run, and it'll build up essence, and it'll automatically do its thing. It only does it every operation of this thing. Can I get close enough without picking up the experience? That's what I don't want to do. I don't want it to magnet to me like it is right now. It's all falling off. It's picking some of it up, but not all of it. You know what we should do? Let's get our ender tank for this set up. And I want it to be green, white, green. So let's get, do I have any green wool? No, but I can get green dye with my seeds. Bam. Oops. Wool. Green wool. I'm also going to want a white dye. Because again, remember, this is our input. When we do it this way, this is our input tanks. So green, 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 and then we're going to throw a white dye on it. We'll set this here, and then we'll put this here. So, and then this will output essence to the right and disable everything else. And then this is sewage. This is if we were farming for animals and stuff, but we're not doing any animal stuff at the moment. Okay, what I want to do is probably, I believe this only picks up the experience when it does a process. And what's happening is the experience is overflowing and falling off of the side. What if I put a stone brick here? Will that stop that from happening? It kind of seems like it is. This seems like it's working. So then all we need to do is set up another tank inside of here for our essence, which we can do. We can set up a buffer tank and everything in between episodes. But I just want to start getting this converted. That way, it's done. And then we can maybe turn this thing back on if we really wanted to and let it, build up more experience for us. But anyway, so that was the first part of the process with the sewer. Next, we need to work on getting our actual machines. So in order to do so, we're going to need to teach our system how to make the advanced machine frames, which is these guys. Now, these are going to require netherite scraps, diamond gears, some plastic. It's going to require a simple machine frame and 500 millibuckets of pink slime, which we have 500 buckets of. So we're okay when it comes to the pink slime. Now, the netherite scrap part is going to be interesting. We need to, I have the netherite. The debris things, I have a bunch of these. We can go pop these down stairs here into this. And I think I put an auto processor on this last time I did this, right? Yes. And we can say, hey, auto processor, first off, do that recipe for me. Tick accelerate. Okay. Oh, and we had exactly the correct amount, it looks like. Stop. Okay, cool. So we got 36 pieces of scrap. We'll take it. We should figure out how to make netherite seeds. Netherite seeds, is that a thing? That's a tier 5, though. That's supremium essence. But it would be possible for supremium, and yeah, we could make this happen, and then we don't have to worry about this whole process anymore. I think we can make that work. We can make it happen. Anyway, but there's netherite scrap in there. So we can put this into here. Yeah, you're the advanced machine frame. So you go into there. And then if I wanted to make the, enchantment factory, I could control click this and it'll make the enchantment factory. We're missing 2 cast iron. Cast iron. What was the best way? I think it was induction smelting, silicon and iron. Is there also seeds for this? Can I get a cast iron seed? No, mechanism can do it. is probably the best way, enriched iron smelting, but we have not dove into mechanism yet. So iron and silicon. And it was what, 4 iron, so we can grab 16 silicon. Not that we, you know, are limited, but I think that math's out, right? And I forgot I have an induction smelter. Oh no, I never set the second one up to actually use for this purpose. I guess not. Okay. But anyway, the cast iron should have ended up in there, so we can get our enchantment factory. Bam. It's going to request the advanced machine frame. Then we're going to want an enchantment applicator, so we can request the things that we need for that. And then while we're doing that, we can go ahead and make 3 anvils. And then an enchantment extractor as well. Let's do the factory first, because that was the first machine I requested. And then the applicator. And then now the extractor. And it should work. It should go pretty quickly because we have speed upgrades in our dissolution chamber. As I say that, it takes forever. Okay, so there are our 3 machines for enchanting. And we're also going to need to get ourselves another flux point because they're going to need power. And that should be good. Let's go ahead and take a nap, even though we don't have any fear of, you know, enemies or mobs or anything outside of phantoms. Phantoms are just, you know, the greatest addition to Minecraft that there ever was. Okay, so let's go ahead and set this up like over here. We can set it up in this side. So we're going to get our pipes. Let's get some energy pipes. And like I said, eventually, once I get into mechanism, I'm going to start working on switching over to mechanism pipes instead of these ones. We'll get a at pipes. I think I have a basic upgrade floating around, which will do 256 RF per tick. So should be good. Okay, we can do, oh, I need my wrench. I miss my morph tool. I may add morph to this pack actually, because it is a fantastic mod. If you don't know what the morpho tool is, I believe it's by Vasky. And it just makes it so that you can combine all your different wrenches from all the different mods into one. And when you look at a block, it'll automatically switch over to it. This is our IF Enchanting. Yes, it is Enchanting. And you'll do 256 RF. I think that's okay. Did I put this in there already? No. Now you'll do 1024. That should be more than enough. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to have the applicator first, because it kind of sits on its own. It doesn't do really, isn't part of this process. And then we're going to have the factory and then the extractor. And then we're going to need to get a couple chests. We're going to need to get, if we want to automate this, couple chests. We're going to need some refined storage access, probably set up an interface here so we can have some books and everything. But the basic premise of this is we give it essence and we give it essence and an item and it enchants for us. And we need 32 buckets of essence per enchant, which means we are going to bottleneck on this. So let's go ahead and I guess pick this up because, you know, it wanted me to. And how much do we have in here? 8 buckets. So we went from, it was 32 buckets in here converted to 8 buckets of essence, which is not the greatest conversion metric. But what we can do is switch over actually from this mob masher. And instead of using the mob masher, we can set up the mob crusher that we had before, that we got for free from the pack. We could make our own too. It's not too big of a deal. So let's see. What do we want to do? We need to get rid of this drawer controller. We're going to get rid of the absorption hopper. Really, we should get rid of the singularity tank now at this point because this is going to generate essence for us. But we can pipe up to this, I guess. It doesn't make too much of a difference. But we need another flux point. Always with the flux points. This is our mob crusher. Mob crusher. Okay, flux point added. You have power. You're going to do the thing. Probably going to want to kick off some speed upgrades for this. So let's get speed tier 2. processing tier 2, efficiency tier 2. We're also going to need a range add-on of what's this? 1, 2, 3. So range add-on plus 3. Let's teach the system how to make that real quick. And I'm teaching the system how to make these because it handles all the fluid for us. So you don't want to do it manually, or else you're going to end up with extra, byproduct of latex or something inside of your dissolution chambers. So that is the one caveat with this. You have to teach the system how to make all of the recipes, but outside of that, it's pretty dang decent. Drawer controller can go away. Bam, bam. Okay, so there's that, and that should now be this full area. Yes, I am correct. I can count to 3. Let's do the add-ons. Bam. Swoop. The whole suite, and now it'll run significantly faster. Plus, it'll do 2 operations at a time, which means it'll kill 2 enemies at a time. It is active. We could throw a redstone signal on there if we wanted to, but it's not necessary. Let's go ahead and suck up the water so that this thing starts running again. Start producing mobs for me so we can get some essence. And the fans are really unnecessary because this thing's going to kill them before, they come into effect, but hey, whatever, it'll move them. And we're going to start getting essence. We're also going to start getting mob drops. Honestly, again, we don't really need these. So, yeah, but we have to keep it on. Once this back stuffs, though, it won't drop items into the world. It's just going to, it'll back stuff and then they'll stop dropping their stuff. The essence is what we're here for. So what I'm going to do is get a fluid pipe. Now, passive mobs aren't the best way to get the essence. We would want to use hostile mobs, but we don't have a wither rose, so we can't get cursed earth. And I don't know if I'm at the point where I want to set up, mechanical dirt. Just get over here. Oh my goodness, get over here. Maybe I should just box that whole thing and stop that from bouncing. Period. Don't leak anymore. Yeah, just sit on top of the sewer. Maybe I should get the sewer some upgrades too. Speed. I mean, we have the materials. It's just the blaze rods that's probably going to be our limiting factor, but it's fine. Again, we have infinite blaze rods essentially. I just need to stop being lazy and actually set up the craft for it. Okay, so now the sewer will actually pick up the essence at a decent rate instead of just letting it sit there and then fall into the world. Okay, cool. So that's going to produce us essence for the enchanting process. And that's basically where we are bottlenecked at right here, is waiting for this. So in the interim, we can go ahead and set up the automation that we're going to want for this. So the way that this works, we have the enchantment factory, right? Enchantment factory is going to need essence as an input here. It's going to need a item. So for example, the etheric sword, which cannot go into there, which is what I figured was going to be the case. We can't put these in there. But we can make like a set of gold armor and a gold sword. And we can put a gold sword in there. And gold specifically because its enchantability is higher, so it a better chance for getting more higher enchants. And what we're going to do is say, okay, orange is our output, right? So we're going to say go to the back or push it to the right. Then we're going to set our input, and we're going to have our input push or pull from the back, really just enable. And then everything else can be disabled. Fluid is going to come in from the top is where we'll have it come in. Fluid can come in from the top. It's going to push out to the right. You are going to receive the enchantable or the enchanted item from the left. So we'll set you to pull, and you're going to do nothing. You can push the enchanted item, which is the enchantless item. That's the item that doesn't have any enchants on it. You can push that out I guess back. Yeah, I guess back. Push that out the back. Books. This is our enchanted books because it's going to strip the books off of this. That can be pushed to the right. And we kind of sort of need a little gap here. I need to be able to get, because you're going to output here. We're going to have a thing sit here. You're going to output from the back over to here. Those are going to come here. I guess the books can come in through the top. Or you know what? We'll put the chest on the top. The chest for the output The book output can be up top, and then books can come from the right. I know none of this is making sense right now, but we don't have everything we need really to be able to do this at the moment. We need more essence, and I wasn't prepared for that, so we'll work with it. But what I want is a iron chest. Where are you? Iron chest. Bam. And then we can upgrade that to gold. Bam. And gold should be fine. And we'll put this here. Okay, so we need 32 buckets of essence. Our thing is only going to hold 16 buckets, so we need to go ahead and get our automation set up. So we want a simple black hole tank. Get this going. We're going to need another ender tank of the green, white, green variety. So we have the dye. We need wool is what we need. So we're going to want 2, 3 green wool. Ender tank. 3 cauldrons. Bam. You're going to go there. Give me that. Then you two are going to give me that, but we need more blaze. Where is my thermal stuff? Multi-servo press is you. Oh, look, I already had some set up because I am smarticles. Green. Okay. Okay. And then lastly, that simple storage tank. Simple black hole tank. Yeah. Let's see what this trader has for us, by the way, real quick before we dip. Tube coral, pink dye, bubble coral, melon seeds, light blue dye, and a bucket of tropical fish. Nothing of interest. So bring me better trades next time, sir. The blue ice that you had that one time was extremely helpful. I appreciate that one. But everything else you've had, no go. White dye. And we'll kick off the external storage. Okay. So we're going to set up this ender tank to be here. Then we're going to land on top of it. We're going to white dye it. Bam. We're going to place the simple black hole tank. What's going on? There. You're going to go ahead and pull. And you're going to push to the right. This is an instance where we actually need the requisite liquid to come out of this so that we can, actually use it for enchanting. Or, again, we could use refined storage. We're going to have refined storage set up over there. The caveat with using refined storage for this, actually, yeah, you know what? We can use refined storage for this. I think we might go that route. Because, so here's the thing. The enchantment applicator, or the enchantment factory, can pull from a large inventory above it and get higher than standard enchants. And I'll explain what I mean in a second. So we're going to enable it on the back. So now we have essence in here. And we have 32 buckets. We can actually do one of these enchants. So let's go ahead and put these two in here. Let's go ahead and sleep the night away. Wow, we get a lot of experience from those passive mobs over there. Like, it doesn't seem like we got that much, but just having them run, it's been what, like 6 minutes? We've already gotten the 32 buckets of essence. That's quite a lot. All right, let's get cables. We're going to want exporter. 2 of these, actually. Missing cables. I need to teach the system how to make cables. Let's add cables to my to-do list so I don't forget that. We can clear out that. And I really don't need another quartz seeds either. Okay, where was I? What was I doing? We were setting this up, and I want a tank. That's what I want. What kind of tank options do we have? We have a singularity tank, which can hold 32 buckets. I'd like to get something that can hold a little more than that. Yeah, what about this pity black hole tank? 64 buckets, I think that should be okay. So if we put this here, this is empty, correct? All right, so we're going to set this to disabled. You are going to push to the bottom, and then your essence will pull from the top. I don't know if it'll make it any faster, but we'll see. And then we're going to run cabling, and we're going to need more cables. because we're gonna have to wrap around this. So let's go ahead and cable. Hey, you like that? Did you like that quick 360 that I just did? 360 no scope. No. Oh, okay. I'm bragging about how good I did, and then I mess up my cable. Okay. All right. So then here we're going to need to get the exporter. Exporter is going to go here, and you are going to export books into this. And then we are also going to have an exporter on here, and you are going to export essence. You're going to be on fluid mode, and we're going to say essence. And we want this essence, and we can just drag this right over to there, and it should start filling this up with essence. If I enable the back. Yes. So it's going to start filling up with essence, and then it's going to immediately dump the essence into here. So from what I understand, this is going to fill up with 32 buckets of essence. And if this has more essence available to it, like if there's a buffer of essence attached to this and it can fill in, it will enchant. It'll be able to enchant at higher levels. At least that's what I've been told. I've actually never tried this out, but that's what we're going to do. If anything, we'll have an extra buffer of 64 buckets of essence just waiting for enchanting for us. So what I'm going to do is take this out of there because we're going to want to watch this happen. And then in here, you're going to want to put books. And we want to export books. We also need to have it craft books for us. So let's get a crafter. And you know what? You don't... Yeah, we'll have multiple books. We need a crafting upgrade. Make all the things. So that way it can, craft books as needed. But we'll just throw these books in there, and then I'll teach the system how to make the books and cables in between episodes. So we're just waiting for this to get all of its essence. I could make it faster if I were to put speed upgrades into this exporter. Why don't we do that? Or maybe a stack upgrade. I'm pretty sure stack upgrades actually work on fluids. It will put 64 buckets of a fluid in every operation. So let's see if I'm correct on that. Yeah, look, it just put 27 buckets in there. So I am correct. Usually am. Don't tell my wife I said that, though. She would not agree. Anyway, all right. So if we set this up properly, what should happen is I'm going to put the sword in here, right? Sword is going to get enchanted. It's going to output over to our factory. It's going to come over to here. It's going to hit this slot. It's going to disenchant. We're going to extract enchantments. It's going to take all of the enchantments off of it and put the books here. The sword is going to come here. The sword will then get pulled out. Actually, you know what? We can set this actually. You're going to pull from the left, and you are going to pull from the right. Yeah. And then you are going to push to the left. So we actually don't even need to set up a slot. It's going to hit here, and then this is going to push it over to the left, which will go back into this slot because it's pulling to the right. And then we don't even need a pipe. So then, like I said, it's going to go here. Item's going to come back, and it's just basically going to create a loop for us. Just loopy, loopy, loopy. So let's see if it works. Do the thing. It's going to come over here. It's going to come over here. It's going to come over there. Push. Your input slot is... Oh, I did the wrong one. Yeah, you need to be push. You just need to be enabled. And you... push? Wait, what? It didn't enchant. It used my essence, but it didn't actually enchant this. Is it because that says that's for crafting only, but it can't enchant? Look, enchantments. It can get enchantments. Why didn't it work? Do I have to use like a special sword? Crafting only, crafting only, crafting only, crafting only. What about a netherite sword would be fine. A Certus quartz sword. I can make that. What in the world? Okay, that does not say, look, this item is for crafting only. This doesn't say that. This is full again. Do the thing properly this time. Yes, okay, it did it. Smite, fire aspect, I'm breaking. You see, chests or books are automatically going into here. That's going over to there, and it gets put back in here, waiting for more essence. Bada bing, bada boom. A fully automated enchanting loop. So what we can do, I can let this run through, a few iterations, try and get some better enchants. We got smite, fire aspect, unbreaking. Is this the... I did up to 1.9, and it does have the mod that has the enchantment descriptions, because there were some enchants in here. Oh, shotgun doesn't help. It doesn't have descriptions for these. But anyway, yeah, so there we go. And that's how we do it. So then we can just let these sit in here. Now, the enchantment applicator is another item that takes essence, and it just basically is an anvil. You can put your book in here in your item, and it'll enchant it for you. What I want to see, though, is if I get an anvil, and I plop this bad boy down right here, and I take one of these books out, let's say, for example, smite, and I were to come over to here, can I put smite onto this? I can. So it can be enchanted, just cannot be enchanted through this whole process. So basically what this is going to enable us to do is get the enchants that we want, and then we can combine them into a book, and then we can put them onto our items, including our helmet, chest piece, leggings, and boots. So what this will do for us is allow us to, get enchanted up, and then we can go into the nether and hopefully get some fire aspect or fire protection, regular protection and stuff, so that way we can, not die in the nether, because that would be absolutely, not fun to do. So I'm going to let this essence build up and just let it do its thing over here. This is, now I just realized, why am I doing this? Someone has probably been commenting that I am an absolute dingus here. This is unnecessary. This generates essence directly. Why did I do that? I could just put this right here, and this will just push the essence straight to this directly. And I was probably losing some in the conversion here. This is only good when when I have the mob crusher set up. I don't need this if I'm doing regular, with the mob masher setup. I don't need this if I'm doing regular. Essence, push to the back. Just push to all sides, because I don't know what side you're considering the back. You're probably counting that as the front. But yeah, look, now that's going to fill up with essence. Okay, wow. Thank you for telling me. I appreciate y'all. I do. I actually really do appreciate y'all. And with that being said, that is the end of today's episode. So next episode will come. I'm going to let this sit for a while, build up some essence. I'm going to throw all of our armor into there so we can get some nice enchants ready to go. We'll come back next episode, get our armor enchanted, or I might even do that in between episodes too. Who knows where I end up. We'll see. But next episode, we should be able to go into the nether. So if you enjoyed this episode, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate it, and it really does help out the channel. And thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.